got a good car. I've watched him move his way up through the pack. He's got a good enough car. And this is the spot he's longed to be in. He wants to be right here and have a shot at a win. He's got it right here.
This is what it's all about right here. I think that huge advantage to the guys that have 2 tires right now. But anything can happen here. Brad gets a good restart and gets himself out there. He's got clean air. The other guys have to race each other. He can get enough of a lead.
17 cars in the lead laps. 10 laps to go at Las Vegas. Remember the finish a year ago. It came down to the final lap with contact and 1 car in the wall and 1 car taking the checkered flag. Keselowski and Franchitti 1-2, but here comes Carl Edwards on the high side.
Brad Keselowski gets a good jump, and Franchitti's not a pushover right here. He's racing these guys for these spots.
Yeah, this is great experience for him, too, to get himself in this situation, to see what this is all about at the end of the race here. He hasn't been in this position before, so this is a great time for him. But he sees what the 2 tires are going to do, but he's hanging tough on the outside.
Only 7 NASCAR Nationwide Series starts for Dario Franchitti, and hanging tough right there in the top 5. Round up in front of Greg Biffle. Biffle down to the inside. Mark Martin to the inside of Clint Boyer for position.
Time running out. We're going to see what Mark Martin's got right here.
Yeah, Brad Keselowski sitting out front there trying to get his first victory, and he said, who would I have to hold off but the reigning champion of this series? But that's exactly what he wants. This is the position he wants to be in. His car seems to be working really well. He takes it in high, turns it down across the track, and gets a good run off the corner.
Looks like Edwards is just a tick faster that last lap. But Keselowski has a spot.
You know, still, I would say that, look, watching Brad run, that he's going to make Carl try to go to the inside. And we've seen today how difficult that can be, even when you have a faster car.
The 88 car is the Junior Motorsports car, owned by Dale Earnhardt Jr., a cooperative effort with Rick Hendrick, but so is the 5 car. Dale Earnhardt Jr., the owner there, so his cars are running in 1st and 4th with 7 laps to go.
And here comes Mark Martin for 3rd. I think Mark's still the man to beat. He's still got 7 laps. I think he's got enough time to get there. Here comes Carl Edwards.
I think it'll depend right here if Brad Keselowski can hold up Carl a little bit as to whether Mark Martin's going to have a chance at this. And he does that.
Carl
Dead
Edwards.
heat at the line.
And Keselowski pulls him by half a car length now, entering 1. But here comes Edwards back on the bottom side.
Whoa, just like you said, Dale, look at Carl Edwards getting real loose on the bottom.
Track is really rough down there, and you get that air taken off of your car, too. Oh, now we've got a 4-car battle.
Yeah, Biffle is there. That's rubbing with Mark Martin there with 6 laps to go, and Mark charges back up.
Oh, this is just great racing. I mean, we've got guys all the way from...
Here we go.
Contact Martin into the back of the 60 car. There was contact there, and the 60 and the 88 come together.
I know Mark Martin didn't mean to do that.
The 11 car, Jason Keller involved as he spins after putting himself in position for another top 15 finish.
So the last thing Mark Martin wanted to do was take Brad Keselowski out of this.
They were crossed up when they entered that dog leg there, man. I mean, they were crossed up already. Hey, like you said, he came down. I mean,
so you probably get a lot of draft. Mark's catching a pull off of these 2 cars running in front of him. Catches them just a little quicker than he anticipated.
I actually think Mark thought he could give Carl just a little bit of a push right there, enough of a tap that it wouldn't do this, wouldn't create this situation, but it would be enough of a situation maybe to try to propel them by the 88.
Looking over from
there's a top lane behind the 88.
Carl Edwards' 60 car, Keselowski, and there's the contact.
Mark got in the back of us there. Watch your inside. Keep.
Yeah, even though we're going, you call this the front stretch, it's still a tri-oval, and so you're actually having to turn the car right there. and so the car gets a little bit light, and you get just a little bit. You can see Carl actually turning a little bit to the left to go through the dog leg, and just as he was doing that, Mark Martin got into the back of him, and not much you can do there.
Very light contact, but you can see these guys are just on edge.
Brad Keselowski, who had just driven his tail off there, and the fans standing and applauding and waving to the young man who had not had tires and was just hanging on for fuel and trying to get that first win.
Doing exactly what he needed to do. He was racing Carl Edwards. They were racing clean, you know, and this is the last guy that you see do something like that on purpose. You know it was an accident.
Let's listen into Mark Martin's radio.
Hey, man, he came, I had a run, he come down, and I got into him. I hate that.
And if anybody does, I mean, as we talked earlier, this is just Mark Martin is the ultimate competitor that, you know, he's going to feel bad about this. That wasn't his intention. His intention was to help Carl get by the 88 right there. And, you know, these things are going to happen. As long as we're going to race, we're going to have these type of situations. And I know that Mark feels bad that it had to happen with Carl.
Remember now, we've got that spacer. So Mark, you heard him talk about getting a run. He was building up momentum. I think throughout the race we forgot that spacer's in there and sucks a lot of the horsepower out of these.
Checkered. Pace car is going to pull away. Will it be Mark Martin, Greg Biffle, Clint Boyer? None of those drivers have won thus far this year. How about David Stremme, one of the guys Dale Jarrett talked about yesterday, and the efforts he's put in over the years here. He has never finished out of the top 5 at this racetrack, and he's running 4th here today.
Two guys up front that know how to get it done on restarts. They're going to drive down in turn 1. I'm betting that neither one of them are going to let off.
Kevin Harvick now trying to sneak on the inside of Stremme. That is for 4th position.
So Greg Biffle probably knows him watching Mark Martin all day. If he's going to make the pass, he's going to have to be on the high side.
Harvick took 4 tires. Last stop, he has fresh rubber. Then Stremme. How about Franchitti hanging back there in the top 7? This is it.
Nice and smooth.
I think Mark's got a good lead into turn 1. He stretches out on Biffle.
Yeah, Mark's a big believer in that shortest way around these racetracks. He really likes to go around the bottom, and he works hard at making his car work down there, and it's been fantastic today.
He is the all-time winningest driver in NASCAR Nationwide Series history, and Mark Martin in his first start of the year picks off win number 48 for his career at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Thanks, man.
There were a lot of guys that had some really good runs today, but look back in 8th spot, Patrick Carpentier, who didn't even know he was going to drive in this race until Casey Kane was sick.
Finished to 6th. That's awesome.
Watching the celebration meet.
Castle driving the number 5 junior motorsports car. He's got a chance to get a great finish here tonight. And his teammate, Brad Keselowski, he's been running with these guys toe-to-toe, week in and week out. He's going to have a shot at actually winning this race tonight. I know that's what he's looking towards. And how to do it? He's right there. He's right on Boyer's bumper. Here he goes. Here he goes on the inside. Watch Keselowski trying to get it done. Can he hang there? He's got to clear it, getting out of turn 1. You don't want to go under side by side. Whoa, that's coming. And he's coming and gone right now. That's exactly what he needed. That clean air, better tires, all the gas he needs. Oh, yeah. 5 laps to go. First time winner in 2008, Brad Keselowski.
You can jump out and celebrate as soon as you want to, buddy. He is ready to go. And they're going to douse him big time. You know, that guitar may suffer a little from a little liquid right here. Works good as the official beverage to throw here in Victory Lane. It works good on the guitar. It works good in the hair. And here is the winner, my friend. Your first victory in the Nationwide Series. What does this feel like?
It's awesome. You know, come a long ways to get here, and I owe a lot of people to be here. And you know, I thank everyone that got me here, gave me the opportunity, and didn't you know, stay believing in me. There's a lot of them. Dale kept me in this car when I had bad weeks, and now I got a good week to you know, show him that he's right, and I really appreciate that. I got to really thank Dale and the Navy for giving me the opportunity. You know, this is it. This is what I've been dreaming of my whole life, and there's a lot of people to thank for it. And some of them didn't make it to this point, and you know, I'd like to thank them first. But man, just really proud of everyone on my team. This is what we've been fighting for and what we need, and we're going to go run for that title now that we got this win out of the way.
This is the one thing Ron Fellows doesn't want to hear. Full course caution has come out because of heavy rain. The drivers simply cannot see right now. Fellows loses a 43-second lead.
That's amazing. And when you know Ambrose is sitting there just licking his chops, he's like, okay, I want to race this guy. Let's go.
So our 4th caution of the day for the heavy rain, and Fellows would have probably had to stop again, but if he could have maintained that 45-second lead, he probably could have gotten in and out.
Well, he was maintained it. Marty, he was going to have to stop around lap 59 anyway to get fuel. He was no way in the world he's going to make it to the very end, but if they do call this race right now, hey, he's looking in pretty good shape right now. The drivers are telling us across the radios that it's just so hard to see. They have no visibility whatsoever. And as it's getting darker, the color looking out the windshield in the darkness is starting to blend together, and the vision is just going away at the moment.
And you can see how hard it is raining. We're getting some areas of standing water. Take a look at Ron Fellows. As you can see, his day is started 6th, was as low as 26th, and that was after he made his pit stop, which put him into this position. Now, if this race ends, he picks up his 4th career win. Oh no! Jacques Villeneuve with damage under the caution. I mean, this nose got punched in like it was at the Friday night fights that were here in town last night.
He just slid up underneath somebody. That's what happened. He didn't see somebody, and I thought that was a problem when he come on pit road. He couldn't see.
Oh no! The 20 car, Joey Logano, is into the wall. Wow. So now a great run for Logano. He was running in 4th, and that car is just a mess. And we're under caution. And I'm sure that NASCAR is going to start taking a look at this. Yeah, it is getting dark. It is very wet. And we're now having guys that have a lot of issues under caution. We'll check with NASCAR and all the other issues that are going on. And there goes Patrick on by, and stay with us. We'll try and sort this out. This is unreal. We've had more accidents under caution than we've had under green. Well, take a look as the 5 car has been told. In fact, they got the word before we got the word. So congratulations are going to go to Ron Fellows and the number 5 team as he picks up his 4th career Nationwide Series win. The other 3 at Watkins Glen. We'll talk to him right here at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve when we return in a very soggy but a very happy day for Ron Fellows. Stay with us. Take a look at the unofficial results across the top of your screen, and now we'll go into our temporary victory lane with Mike Massaro.
And Ron Fellows just getting his composure right now, gathering his thoughts. He's a winner again in the Nationwide Series for the 4th time. You can see the emotion on his face. This is a track where he has wanted to win his entire career. Gilles Villeneuve was his hero. He's finally won here. Fellows climbing from the car right now, and what a wild day. How would you describe it?
That is difficult. I mean, it's, you know, we've had a little bit of that in over in France with the Corvette in Le Mans, but first, you know, Dale Jr., thank you, GoDaddy.com, Chevrolet, and the fans here. They stuck it out the whole time. That's just amazing. These guys are great. This was good fun. Now I got to try to beg Dale Jr. to let me run next week.
Well, you can take a look up on top of the pit box at the 88. That's Brad Keselowski's mom. Might be his good luck charm. The only other race she's been to this year, Nashville. And Keselowski went to victory lane that night, too.
I'm getting her season passes, Mike. Got that right. Oh, yeah, I'm getting her a plane ticket everywhere she wants to go.
I remember Kay was in Nashville, his 49th career start, and she celebrated just like that when she saw her son realize a dream by becoming a NASCAR winner. In the NASCAR Nationwide Series, could he get his first win at Bristol tonight? Now, here is a couple of open wheel races. former Indy 500 winner Sam Hornish in the 12 car driving by Dario Franchitti, and that is for position. That's for 11th spot.
And one of the things that Sam Hornish here has here, when he got the lucky dog, he was able to come back in and get tires, and that's helping him right now.
See a little smoke out of that 38 car just ahead of Sam. 2 laps to go.
Only 4 times in the history of nationwide racing, 52 races, has this race been won from a starting spot outside the top 20. Folks, that 88 car tonight started in 37th position. White flag for Brad Keselowski, and he will drive it into the corner. Keselowski will come down and take the checkered flag as a 2-time winner in 2008. What a job for the 24-year-old from Michigan.
You guys are awesome. Man,
We've got action off
today.
of 4 here. Sam Hornish getting in the back of the 38 car. Mike Bliss just sliding by them. They race all the way to the finish, don't 250 laps. That's how far we're going to race. What a great job. Sam Hornish did a great job. Obviously, they're not going to be too pleased about that. But Brad Keselowski, how impressive was that? We've talked about how impressive he's been all year, but this might be one of the most impressive things we've seen all year.
My life. Great job, guys.
He is a championship contender now, bona fide. Shannon?
Yeah, I think the only person happier than Brad Keselowski right now is, of course, his crew chief, Tony Uri Sr. Walk me through those last couple laps, knowing that you had the lead and that you could take the win here.
Well, we were discussing under that last caution whether we could beat Clint or not. Clint looked like he was faster there for 3 or 4 laps, then it kind of evened out. We didn't know whether we was going to beat him or not. So
we have a victory celebration going on down here.
Yeah. If he hadn't slipped over, I don't know whether we'd ever get by him or not. Those 2 cars is pretty equal, but thanks to the Navy for everything they do for junior motorsports. And hey, how about these Navy guys, man? That's 2 this year. That's pretty good. Hope Junior's happy.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. You go enjoy the celebration, Pops.
Tony Uri Sr., we call him Pops. He led Dale Earnhardt Jr. to 2, in fact, back-to-back NASCAR Nationwide Series titles. And now he gets win number 2 for Brad Keselowski, and he moves in even closer on that points chase.
And the fireworks are blasting, the Gatorade is flowing, and Brad Keselowski is celebrating with the Navy team his 2nd career win, his first here in Bristol, and what a big win it was.